Hello everyone, welcome, thank you for coming. This presentation is focusing on some changes or enhancements that can be made to the Masters of Science in Native American Leadership program. So where I'd like to start is that every time I begin a class, I get a syllabus, and there are two consistent elements that are always in the syllabus. The first is that many or most of the students in this program either currently work for or are planning on working for tribes. And then if you take a step back, it's that part of the syllabus is sort of implying that this program and the classes are being catered or sort of formed around people who currently or are planning on working in Indian country. So that's the first part. The second part that's in every syllabus is the program's mission statement. And so the mission statement has three different tenets. Tenet 1 is that they want every student to understand how their tribe and other tribes have contributed to global society. The second tenet is that they want every student who comes through the program to understand the challenges that are facing tribes today. And then the third tenet is that they want every student to be able to develop innovative or creative solutions to those challenges that tribes are facing. So what I would like to propose today is that the program add tribal language classes as an element of the program. And while there are plenty of discussions going around about why preserving language and knowing one's language is important, what I would like to focus on in this presentation is how a leader knowing his or her tribal language can give that leader unique leadership qualities. And so let's start with a study that Janine Peace Pretty on Top, who is a Crow educator, did. She was talking about tribal language immersion programs, and when in this study she talked about the benefits of knowing one's language. She talked about the individual benefits, the benefits of a family knowing their tribal language, and the benefits of the tribe or the nation knowing the language. So the individual benefits are that if a person speaks their language, they have a stronger tribal identity. They have a stronger affiliation to their tribe. And there are lots of benefits that come with having a stronger tribal identity. If a family knows their tribal language, then they have a better understanding of tribal philosophies. So in grammar and sentence structure, in vocabulary words and how those words make up bigger words, a lot of tribal philosophies, how you act, how you're expected to be, are embedded in those language aspects. And then the third part is that for a tribe, when a nation speaks its tribal language, they have a better idea of how their tribe, how their culture constructs reality. Reality is seen differently in different cultures, and so you have a good idea of how your tribe has passed down those teachings throughout the generations. So Peace Pretty on Top has this quote that I'd like to share with you, which is that knowledge of the native language gives tribal members a unique tool for analyzing and synthesizing the world and incorporating the values of the tribal nation into the world at large. So that lines up pretty succinctly with our mission statement for the Native American Leadership Program. The program wants us to understand the challenges facing our tribes. Well, if a leader knows their tribal language, they can analyze and synthesize the world through that tribal cultural lens. Also, the program wants us to be able to find innovative solutions. Well, if a leader knows their language, they can incorporate that tribal knowledge and values into the world at large. So basically what Peace Pretty on Top is saying is that if you have your innate knowledge from knowing your tribal language, that you can apply those values to those challenges, and you can bring unique solutions. These are not broad cultural solutions to problems, because we as tribal peoples and tribes face unique problems, legal problems, cultural problems, and so they do require unique solutions. So I'd like to give an example of how speaking one's language can impact a person's values and impact how a person sees the world. And this comes from Wade Galiskewi. He is a Cherokee teacher. He does a lot of cultural teaching for the tribe. And one of the things he shared is that there are different ways that Cherokee people can say, I am Cherokee, or we are Cherokee. And one of the ways to say that is the word Cherokee that means the people, it means either on top or the people who rise above. And so the implication from this is that when a person says, I am Cherokee, or when they say, we are Cherokee, they're saying, we are from the people that rise above circumstances, that persevere, that have resilience. And so when a person identifies as Cherokee and they are claiming all those positive values, that's going to impact the decisions that they're making for the tribe. And this word for Cherokee, comes before the Trail of Tears. It comes before allotment. It comes before all these challenges that the tribe faced. So it impacted people, tribal leaders, when they were making those decisions in those tough and unique times. So with that being said, of course, having language classes for different people is going to be a challenge, because this is a program for people who work full-time. It's also an online program, and it's a program for people from all different tribes across the United States. However, since the program is already an online program, and it's a program that's already for working people, so already there is an outline, if you will, of how to not give people too much work, but give them enough work so that they're learning something. And so there's already an outline that language instructors can adhere to when formulating these courses for individuals. Also, even though it is an intertribal program, there are lots and lots of resources out there, online resources for people to learn their languages. There are lots of universities. I know that at different times UCLA has had Chickasaw courses. Of course, several Oklahoma universities have different native languages. And there are also lots of tribal colleges that have language courses as a part of their curriculums. Also, tribes have a lot of different language resources. So the program can form partnerships with those different entities in order to bring these classes to leadership students. And where I would like to leave us is with a quote from Philip Deere. He was a Muskogee Creek medicine man, and he said, "Your Indianness comes from the Creator. Pick up everything you can that's Indian. Don't make a joke or make fun of it. It's going to come in handy. Even your language. Even if you're just going to pick up one word, pick it up, it's yours. The Creator made you that way." So I know that having 1 or 2 language classes doesn't mean that we'll have tribal leaders that fluently speak their language. But my hope is that those tribal leaders can learn the values that come from knowing that language, know those teachings, and that they can apply them in making decisions for their tribe. Thank you for your time. I appreciate it.